Hello, and welcome to 1000 Lies Part 14? Whatever. I haven't got my coach. Wait. I heard this in split. Oh, cool. Okay, sweet. Got my code. I'm good. It's good. Recording. Yep. Hello? You hear me? So, we've just had a confession from Claire, and Luce has sort of confessed and then ran away, where we almost drowned, so I don't know if our character in game knows. But, we'll see. Okay. Let's get to read. Ziva, hey. What's up? Why did you leave the other day, Endine? We were at the best part. The best part, eh? Might have been late, but it was your party. You could have at least said goodbye or something, instead of making Oz do it for you. Why did you do it? Because I don't like birthday parties, as I think I stated at the start of it. But I don't like big ones. I don't know, whatever. Okay, let's make one thing clear. What would you say if the girl had horns like a bull? Getting poked could definitely be an issue for you. But it'd be worth it for the girl who's always horny. What in the name of God are you guys talking about? Stop ignoring me. We're still going on with the Ideal Girl Challenge we started the other day. Today is the Monster Girl edition. Wanna join? No, I'm trying to talk about something important here, and you guys are ignoring me and discussing nonsense. Nonsense? Excuse me. It is not nonsense, Ziva. Monster girls need love too, and I'm not about to be one to deny it to them. Just what I needed. You're siding with him, Oz. Aren't you angry that he just up and left after using your house for his party? Listen here, Lamia, you know? The one that are half girl, half snake? What do you say about them? That's pretty good. It's the same thing as with the mermaids. I guess you could say that. So I don't even care which half we're talking about. The Lamia would be the same, but without the water issue. Huh. So that would technically make Lamias better, per se. Hello? I never thought of Lamia that way. He thanked me, Ziva. What else do I need? You could at least pretend that you care about what I say. Haha, no can do. An apology, an explanation, excuse. Give me something. After all the effort we put in, you left without a word and act as if it's normal. You're talking about girls that don't even exist. Hey, exist in our hearts. A harpy. But keep in mind that it's just like full birds. She'd have a really short memory. And also there's the whole armor deal. She doesn't have arms, it's just wings. I was talking to you, Endine. Look at my face when I'm speaking to you. Agitated, Ziva hits my desk and gets up in my face so closely that she's all I can see. Tired of her complaints, I breathe in deeply and wait for her to go away. No expert, just wait for her to go away. Sorry, I wasn't pretending to sound angry. I'll tell you the truth, if that's what you want, I left at the end. It's as simple as that. It wasn't that simple. It wasn't anyone else's fault. It was late, and I felt like going home. Now, can we get back to the harpies? It was quite an important question. And my answer is, of course. She could take me out, fly around the world, and with her short memory, everything would feel as if it were the first time. There's an advantage in that certain way. Yes, I guess. I don't know about the flying around the world bit. That'd be a bit weird. You have to be strong as well. I seriously don't understand you guys. Well, you don't need to. Don't think for a second that I'm giving up on just like that. On the contrary, you've given me another reason to worry about you. as my patient. Are we going back to the patient thing? I thought we were finally done with that. You read my notebook the other day. I don't get why you keep going. Next, Oz. What about a centaur? What do you say? She's more horse than a woman. This is true. Come on, competitor. The riding joke is too easy for me. I suppose. That'd be an easier way to get around the world. You only had a couple of chapters of a story about a wolf in there. It was a disappointment. Ah yes, our wolf story. Wasn't it delightful? I reckon they were pretty good. So you finally admit that you read it even though you denied it earlier. Yeah, well, I read it a bit, so what? It was an awful story and I hated it. Oh, gee, thanks. My confidence. Hey, Ziva! Haven't read it, but could you try to make your critique a little more constructive? If he was embarrassed to show us, it was for a reason. Maybe it's just, you know, like my own personal time. Don't worry, Oz, it's fine. I understand that not everyone will like that kind of story. In my defense, though, it isn't even finished yet. But what would you say about a slime? Hey, a girl with most of her body composed of a jelly-like substance. I don't know if you heard of them before. I feel like you would have. So, she's delicious in every sense of the word. Seriously, Sia, you have to make this harder. I don't know about slime being delicious. Or edible. Especially if it's living. Jeez, In fact, Jello is one of my favorite desserts, especially if I'm having a bad day. I know a pretty good place to buy jelly desserts in town, too. Hey, you should take us. What do you say, Ziva? Would you like to come with me? I'll let you vent your sorrows to me, since you seem to be a bit angry about this. I'm sorry, Oz, but today isn't possible. Thanks for the offer. Come on, Ziva. You're better than that. First, you complain about how plain my goodbyes are, and then you turn down Oz without even coming up with a good enough excuse. This is true. I can't, okay? I'm already meeting someone. You don't care anyway. You don't care about anything at all, right? You guys can keep up with your girl thing. Monster girl. I'm going to get ready for the next class. Ziva's acting pretty wild, isn't she? She's in quite the rush. I don't think I've ever seen her like this before. She's usually cheerful and never gets angry with you. No, that's one Oz. Oz is right. Wait, she does it? I guess not. Whatever. Oz is right. Ziva's acting differently today. Oh, okay, in that sense, yeah. And watching how she leaves, I can't help but wonder the same thing about her classmate. Who's she going to meet up with? Who cares? For some reason, it's weird for me to think about her as someone who goes out with others, even though I know how popular she is with everyone. People fall in love with her wherever she goes. She's probably asked out of almost everyone. Excuse me. Refreshed. I'm gonna start that again. People fall in love with her wherever she goes. She's probably asked out almost every day. Then, why haven't I ever thought about her in that way before? Maybe because you actually know her? Yeah, that sets people off. I have an idea that can clear up our doubts. A fawn girl. She has goat legs and plays the flute. I'm sure you won't accept that. One question. Does she have a goatee? What? No. Well, I don't really know. Doesn't matter. It's important if she has a goatee, then yes. If she doesn't, still yes. Why do I even ask anyway? 1,000 lies. How long was that old deal? Only 10 minutes. Hey, Luce! What's up? Let's see how we play. Ow. There's nothing sharp there. How did it... Whatever. I won't lean on that. Loose, okay. So, let's see how we played here. If we mentioned anything about the confession, her wanting to be with us forever. Or if she mentions it. Let's see. Listen, Sia. What do you say we go out for a while? We're always locked up in here. It'd be nice for a change. Luce drops that idea on me as she crumples up a piece of paper and throws it on top of a pile of scraps in the garbage. I know that I'm usually the one proposing breaks every day, but some fresh air could help for once. It'll inspire us, give us new ideas, and those kinds of things, you know? Yeah, sure. She lists her reasons, speaking louder and louder. If she's being as loud as possible, will guarantee success. Then it's decided. I haven't said a word yet. And it's decided. Get ready, we're going out. Alright. Yep. I haven't said anything yet. Ah, yeah, it's just... I don't know where we're going, but Luce is so happy today that I don't dare ask. After how... Does she think we're just waiting for our response? Do we know? Like, she confessed. Do we know? Is she waiting for our response? Is that why she's so happy? That she finally did it? After how Ziva was acting this morning, I thought it'd be pretty much the same with the other girls. Especially after what happened between Luce and me in the pool. I remember. That couldn't be farther from reality. It hasn't even been brought up. It's as if it never actually happened. Maybe Ziva was overreacting earlier. I'm not that interested, and I won't get anything from knowing anyways. So I choose to remain silent. Careful there. Get down! Luce grabs me by the neck and forces me behind the park car. I'm hesitant to try to figure out what's going on, but I stay silent, and Luce points to the sidewalk on the other side of the road. Hey, dinners! How you going? Except we can't talk to you because you're on the other side. Fairly close to us, I can see Ziva and Dinners casually talking with the naturality you'd expect from two good friends. Or to be more precise, a couple of lovers. Ooh, or are we assuming too much? I already knew about their friendship from before the committee meeting, but seeing them together right now leaves me speechless and paralyzed. Why? I can't at all react to what's going on in front of my eyes. No way. Those two are together? Do you think they're on a date? Ziva never told me about this. What's wrong? Why aren't you saying anything? Don't tell me you're jealous. Why would I be? Don't make things up. I'm just shocked, aren't you? Not really. I'm more surprised about the fact that this didn't happen sooner. A while ago, when Ziva still went to my school, the two of them would always be together, and from what I've heard, they were good friends even before I transferred in. The weird part is that they weren't dating, and it didn't really look like they were up to it either. Really odd if you ask me. Considering all the years that they've spent together, can't you just be friends? When I first met you, and after watching how well you get along with Ziva, I started to think that she was in love with you. That would have explained it. Ziva? In love with me? Are you kidding? I'm just a patient. She's my doctor. There's no love here. But strictly platonic. Look, Sia, Ziva's so beautiful. What I don't get is how you don't love her. That is friendship, you know, it's a nice thing to have. Why I think of love when you got friendship. How can you explain that someone of her attractiveness talks to you and puts up with all of your like I said, doctor patient? Don't you think she has too much patience with you? If friends put up with the shit your friends have. You always put me up. You always put up with me too, so I could ask you the same thing. Ah ha ha. Whoa, hey, bad counter response there. Hey. But I know how to keep you in check, you dumbass. And you think she doesn't? Instead, Ziva just goes along with it. Something that she doesn't do with anyone but you. I've seen you call her every name in the book, and even after all that, she stays by your side and smiles. Don't tell me that you haven't noticed. Maybe she likes Oz, and Oz is my friend, so she sticks around. Ever thought of that? I try to refute her claim. Yep. But instead, loudly, unable to answer. What would you know about a woman's heart anyway? I doubt you even know how a relationship works. Oh no. That's not true. I had a relationship once. Fictional characters don't count, damn it! Though I am serious. We didn't get too far, but it did happen, I guess. You know that anime figures don't count as real living humans, right? Don't look at me like that. I swear, it's true. It's not like I can really talk about them when I've only had one at this age, and everyone else has already been in a few, but not so fast. Who said I've had anything with anyone? Are you serious? None? Are you a proper diligent student who studies? Yes. Is that a problem? No, not at all. It's kind of hot. It's just that you seemed so certain earlier that it caught me off guard. Huh? You okay? Don't talk to me like I'm sick. It's not something that I'm embarrassed about, you know. I'm not the kind of girl who would go out with the first funny guy that crosses her path. As you shouldn't. It's just so weird to see something like this happening. You've probably kissed a guy or two before though. Don't lie to me. Luce looks at me and tilts her head sideways for a moment, then dismissively shakes her head. She protects her convictions with pride, but probably because of the private nature of our conversations. Her cheeks turn red and she tries to distract me before I can continue asking any more questions. Hey, they're leaving. Let's follow them. Alright. Wouldn't it be best to greet them and ask what they're up to? Yes, sir. That would be a good idea. No way. We have to catch them red-handed. If after so many years they've said nothing, then they won't suddenly admit it. Don't give up. I feel like I read that wrong. If after so many years they've said nothing, then they won't suddenly admit it. Don't give up, or do I have to remind you that you stalked me a while ago? Hey, that was exclusively for my figuring. I knew you'd use that against me. I'm a good stalker though, she didn't notice. Keeping our distance, we followed their targets all the way to the shopping mall. Wow. Oh wait, it's already been my birthday. I was going to say, maybe they're buying a present for me. Is it Luce's birthday soon? Claire's? I don't know. Why would they be together? Are they dating? It seems that Delta and Zulu are heading underground. I repeat, Delta and Zulu are heading underground. Over. Roger that. The stairway to go underground is narrow, so we can't go together for the mission. Bravo, deploy and make an inspection of the field first. Over. Roger, deploying. Wait a second, who's Bravo? You're Bravo. Me? What if I'm caught? You remember as the brave hero you were. That explains Bravo. Makes sense. No! Dad! Don't worry, Bravo. I got you covered. Finally, at least someone's going to be... Ah, what are you doing here? I've been following you, as always. I should have known. I'm really worried about that as always part, but this isn't the best time to talk about it. Exactly! We may lose the targets if we don't pay close attention to them. Let's hurry up! And of course, the last idiot's here too. Why didn't anyone tell me that the stupid parade today? Huh? I've been really worried about Ziva since the morning, so I've been following her. To think that Dinners was responsible. Tell me something, Cabinero. How many years is a murder sentence? I don't know, it depends. The only person you'll kill at this rate is me. Can we leave the chit-chat for later? We're losing them. We raise our heads in unison like a mob of meerkats, unable to see the Charlie or Alpha. We all come now out of the hiding place at the same time and make our way down to the lower level using the escalator. Ooh, the arcade. The atmosphere gets stuffier and our visibility decreases to only the neon lights of the arcade. What's up? My memories of this place as a child used to have been here every week. Has been pegged as a paradise, it is. A place where I could spend hours wasting money on racing and fighting games. Now, however, there are pool tables and TVs with soccer matches on them that take up most of the space. Oh. Only a few survivors from the time still remain here, most of them with signs stating that they're out of order. No one ever actually planning on reviving them. Well, that's why you're not hanging here anymore. Nostalgia hits me when I realize that the world still evolves when I look around. Wait. But aren't I also partially guilty for forgetting about this place too? Partially. Though they did apparently remodel it. I can see them. They walked past the bar counter. Hey. Following Claire's lead, we approach the counter located near the end of the room. It's used as both a lounge bar as well as customer service desk in case any of the arcade machines start malfunctioning. Well, apparently a few of them have. Our targets went past that area and are now hiding somewhere in the darkness behind some of the arcade machines in an even deeper, darker corner of the arcade. Worry about making a false move, we all stand near the counter as if we're interested in checking out the selection of drinks while trying to covertly watch our targets. It's during this time that, from what we thought was an unoccupied counter, up pops a familiar-looking man as he cleans a glass with a white cloth, a muscular build, and a singular hair on his head. Would you like something to drink? It's the boat officer. Aren't you supposed to be finding people? His serious expression, together with his impressive build, makes us recognize him instantly. It's the same officer that stopped us when we borrowed Luce's father's car to bring justice. He's wearing a really tight white shirt with a black bow tie, and looking quite snazzy if I might say, the kind you expect from a bartender in a movie. Hey, boss, do you have a twin brother that works in law enforcement by any chance? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a very busy man, so if you wouldn't mind, what can I get you? He might have gotten a new job. Don't you remember this guy, sir? You know, he was driving the other day. I said, what can I get for you? I think I can see the glass he's holding start to crack while his deep voice drills deep into our bones, waking up even the most basic survival instincts in us. We jump back in fear, being cautious. Let's just say that I'm scared shitless, so I can't help but try to meet his expectations by sitting at the counter and trying not to look like I'm following anyone. I'm too scared of what he leads to. I'll take a whiskey on the rocks and don't be shy, okay? Since when have you drank alcohol on an empty stomach, Panero? Since forever. Shut up. I'm trying to save your asses and save face. You don't want to attract any more attention to us, do you? If we make ourselves look like tough guys, then we won't want to keep serving us or meddle in our business. This way, we might be able to keep our targets under control, do you understand? I exchange looks with Oz, who nods, acknowledging my words. He takes a seat next to me, resting his elbows on the counter, with strong conviction, making his request, and seemingly full of himself. Bring me a gin and tonic. But no gin. And don't be shy with it. That's just a tonic then. Appearances, Sarah. Appearances. You don't understand anything. And you, miss? What? Me? Why me? The bartender suddenly stops cleaning, then puts his washcloth on his shoulder and carries the glass closer to a sink that we can't see under the counter. Silence accompanies the sound of a glass splitting into millions of pieces. Yes, of course. Then water is fine. No, I mean carbonated water. Or whatever you want. Please, just don't kill me. The bartender is able to spread terror amongst us just by smiling and nodding. Especially once we notice the next victim in line being overshadowed by him. The short girl, nothing compared to such a humongous monster, nervously shakes from the great expectations put on her request at the moment. I want pineapple juice. We all astonishedly look at Claire for ordering something that no one would ask for in a place like this. Wasn't the game supposed to be asking for healthier stuff than the previous order? Fair enough. May have been because of the pressure at the moment, but I can't help but giggle at the absurdity of what Claire has said, attracting the attention of people around me, including the bartender. Good thing that our friend here, the Man of Steel, decides to serve my drink with such strength that I swear I saw the whiskey jump up a few feet, causing me to forget about giggling as I see my life flash before my eyes. He spiked it. See ya! What? Now what? I'm in a life or death situation here, and we're supposed to be going incognito. The idea is not to attract any attention. Someone taps on my shoulder as if they say my name. And of course, knowing my luck, it couldn't only be Dinners and Ziva, both of them glaring at us with raised eyebrows. Incognito? Don't tell me that you've been following us, N9. No, I haven't. Not just me. No. Nothing like that, Ziva. Who do you think we are? We all just planned this to go out, have a drink together. We were playing, of course. We came here to play video games at the arcade together. What else could it be? Are you serious? That's great. Awesome. Ziva, it's obviously that they're lying. What? Dennis, shut up. They got us. We exchange looks and sigh as if we're admitting that we can only give up. Why did Ziva believe us? For some reason, the idea of the four of us gathering is so ridiculous that we didn't even try to defend it. We already knew that Ziva was the core of our group, the leader, and without her, none of us would ever take the initiative. She, however, didn't seem to think that way, her face showing genuine sadness as we tell her the truth. Sadness that she tries to hide under her always smiling facade. Oh no. Did you think that I was on a date on Diz? Did you really think I was on a date with Diz? Did you really? No way, the two of us met up to organize a couple of things for a graduation. Because you guys aren't doing anything. We aren't the main representatives from each school for nothing. And we didn't want to bother you guys with every little problem that may arise. To be precise, we were feeding me all of her stupid plans that, well, you guys will see them with your own eyes. Why did you come all the way out here instead of meeting at a school like usual? I get depressed if I spend too much time in a classroom, you know. It's not a bad idea to have fun while talking about other things. This way, it's also easier to make it look like I'm listening when I'm distracted. You know, how much Ziva rants, right? Hey. It's better than watching you fall asleep while I talk. At least here I can keep you awake. Fair enough. Let's forget about this stuff for now. Why don't all of us play together since we're here? Yes, let's. Without even an ounce of irritation or disgust, or on the contrary, keeping the usual coolness and keenness of the character of her that characterizes her, Ziva proposes an offer that we can't refuse. You really don't mind what we did, Ziva. You aren't even a little bit annoyed that we doubted you. Your spirit differentiates from everyone else. It makes you a unique and priceless treasure that only a few can enjoy for nothing. Yeah. I'm sorry, Ziva. I can't help but hate that part of you. Ahem. Sorry, but can someone please pay up? The rough voice of the bartender causes us all to shiver. One that makes us scared for our lives. Taking the bull by the horn, I turn around and face him as he stands behind the counter. I look into his eyes while I pick up a glass of whiskey. Don't worry, boss. I have everything under control. Alice, pay the bill. What? Why me? Compero. It's been a pleasure knowing you, buddy. I'll take the others somewhere safe. I trust you. The sound of liquid pouring catches the attention of the sacrifice, Oz, and I turn my eyes only to discover that Claire is suddenly pouring her pineapple juice in with my whiskey. Don't be so cheeky. Pay your tabs here. What? What are you doing? I was joking. I'll pay. It's not just the pineapple juice, the carbonated water tonic, and even some snacks from who knows where. Claire pours all of them into my glass while my friends laugh. While they laugh, I watch as the colour of my drink darkens, losing its previous magnificent golden colour, now filled with bubbles and some other weird fruit stuff dissolving into my whiskey gumbo. I begrudgingly pull out my wallet and place it on the counter next to my undrinkable whiskey. Are you leaving it there? That's a waste of food. It is. What do you want me to do? I'm not going to drink that. Let's have a game. That'd be a great idea. Do it as an apology for leaving abruptly from your own birthday party the other day. You didn't even care earlier. Yes, as an apology for stalking Ziva without her permission too. You were doing it too. You think you can talk? It wasn't my idea in the first place. I'm in favor of that idea. Ziva definitely deserves an apology for how you usually treat her anyway. You just want to see me suffering. Don't look at me. You can do whatever you want, Endine. I might have complained a little this morning, but it was just our usual back and forth. I didn't really mind. Ziva takes a step back and shows her hands with an expression that automatically acquits her to any charges, and that also makes me feel pretty guilty. I pensively look at the thick orange fizzy liquid that's closer to a witch potion than anything else. Now I'll have to swallow that thing because of stupid damn peer pressure. Ah, what a bugger. I choose not to think about it any longer and hail it with a single gulp, leaving my fate entirely up to destiny. Hey, it's kinda good. Nice. Nice fizz from the carbonated water. It gives it just a nice spike. 1,000 nice. Wasn't bad, it wasn't easy. It's not a good sense for rhythm. Anyway, I'll end it here. We'll see what we're talking about next time. We've stalked, we've discovered, we've done stuff. Anyway, goodbye. I'll see you next time. For a nice gaming experience for whatever the hell we're going to talk about next. Hey, dinners. We're all together again. Even the cop. Wow, everyone who's appeared on screen is in the one room.